Guys, I've been a real estate investor since 2006, and I've been an entrepreneur since ninth grade in high school. That's over 3 decades of entrepreneurship. I've never borrowed money from a stinky banker or put anything on a credit card. Just use creativity and imagination. Today's session is about what type of flooring should you use in your rental properties. Very, very crucial. Now, I had the opportunity to use carpet, I've used vinyl, I've used tile, I use hardwood floor just to experiment, okay, in all my rental properties. And today what I'm going to share with you is the most cost efficient way to put the floorings in your property, and this method is the most resilient, most resistance way to how renters will treat your property. Okay, first of all, I would not put carpet into my rental properties. Not only does it get all stinky, not only you have to clean it up every time someone moves out, you know, you have to pay professional car wash, you have to pay professional cleaners to come clean it, and so on and so on. And guess what, guys? It seems like it's the most cheapest route to go in the beginning, but once you do 1, 2, 3 carpet pulls, you really realize that it's going to be very, very expensive. Not only you have to pay for the carpet, you got to pay for the padding, you got to pay the labor to pull it, to dispose of that carpet, and then to reinstall it, okay? So what I recommend, what I personally do in all my rental properties, I use vinyl flooring. I like to use dark wooded vinyl flooring. Why do I like vinyl flooring over carpet or over tile or over hardwood floor? Well, number one, it's very, very cheap. Number two, it's the most resilient compared to any of the other things I just mentioned when you're talking about rental properties. Guess what? Renters will abuse your property. They'll pull stuff on the ground, they'll spill stuff on the ground. You know, it's not their home, guys. They don't give a shit, okay? And what I realized is the vinyl flooring is the best bet for your bank. It saves you so much money when you buy it. It saves you so much money because you can have like 10 different people move in and move out, and the vinyl will still look in amazing shape, okay? Now, the color that I like to go with the vinyl is darker wood, mimicking a wood, okay? I like it darker versus lighter, because when you have a lighter vinyl flooring, the floors will always look dirty. The renters, you know, you have to replace it a lot more. But if you get the darker wood style vinyl, you'll notice that it won't show the stains as much, it won't show the scratches as much, and so on and so on, okay? Now, one of the cool things about vinyl is, like, let's say, you know, they spill something and they damage it, or they're pushing something, they scratch it up. I don't have to replace the whole floor. I could just go in there and pick out 2 or 3 plates and then put the vinyls in there, okay? Now, where do I like to buy the vinyl? Well, I wait to the end of the year sales, okay? I'm not talking about a Home Depot or Walmart or stuff like that. I'm talking about individual flooring companies that are big, you know, like usually like a mom and pop, but they have multiple locations or multiple states, okay? I wait to the end of the year when they have the biggest sale ever, okay? Then I pull up and then I say, let me speak to the manager or the general manager, and I tell them, well, how much do you have of this? And I'll say, I'll buy all of it. I'll buy all of it. Sell it to me in a pallet, okay? And what I have realized for myself is that I'm able to get the most discount when these organizations are having a, you know, major sale or clearance where they're getting rid of the items. And if you buy it at pallets, okay, you just come up there and say, look, let me give you an example. Ideal Flooring, this is not a sponsor, is someone that I personally bought many different vinyl floorings from. So what I would do is I would wait for them to have the end of the year sale where they're bringing you new items in, and they're forced to sell the stuff, okay? Normally a box will cost me like, let's say $2, okay? $1.99. Well, when they're having these massive end of the year sell, they'll sell it for like $1, okay? And what I would do is I will go there and talk to the general manager and say, look, I see you have this many pallets. You have 2 pallets. I'll take all of it, okay? All at once. But instead of the dollar, I'll give you 50 cents. And a lot of times these guys will even take a haircut. Well, what does that mean? They're going to lose money on this deal because it's outdated. They have more items coming in, and guess what? You're going to buy all of it. And I say, look, man, I'm going to buy all of it, okay? And the guy, I remember dealing with the guy from Ideal Flooring, and he said, Mike, he showed me the invoice. He said, look, we sell it for $2, okay? We buy it for, you know, I think it was like 65 cents or something like that, and we're selling it for $1, bro. We can't sell it to you for 50 cents. I said, look, man, you have all this other inventory coming in. It's the end of the year. Do you just want to sell, you know, 1,000 square foot at a time and just wait months and months, or do you just want to liquidate all this stuff? I could just take it all right now for you for 50 cents a box. And guess what? The guy thought about it and he did it. Okay, so it's very important that, you know, for me, when I find these deals, I negotiate a deep discount, and I buy as much as they have, and I'll use the same exact vinyl flooring for all my rental properties. Not just one, not just two, all of them, because it makes life a lot simpler. The other thing you have to realize is that when you are buying these vinyls, you need the accessories, like you need the glue and the other stuff to go with it. So when I'm there already negotiating with the general manager, I'll just say, look, bro, I'm already buying the pellets. Why don't you give me a discount on the glue as well? And you know, since I'm already giving them $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, if not more, because I'm buying so much inventory, he'll even throw a couple of glue for free, which may cost $50, $60, $100, right? Because I'm just taking it all. And so one of the most important thing is that when you're negotiating with the general managers of these smaller companies, okay, that you also negotiate the accessories, because believe it or not, you're going to spend a lot of money on the accessories, like the glue, like the little things your labor guys put in to spread out the, you know, the plank so it evens it out, and so on and so on. I'm not a construction expert, but what I can tell you is that even in carpet, there's a lot of accessories. You know, you get a price on a carpet, it might be like $2 per square foot, but you got to add the pads. The pads might be another $1. So it makes a whole lot of sense to, when you're buying something at a deep discount and you're giving them a lot of money, try to get the accessories at a discount too. Now, you may not get those accessories for 50 cents on $1, but maybe they take 10% off, maybe they take 20% off. That's still a big chunk of money, okay? So always use dark vinyl for your rental properties. I'm talking about the bedrooms, I'm talking about the restrooms, I'm talking about the kitchen. I mean, everywhere. I don't even use carpet. Carpet is the pain in the ass. It's the most expensive. It doesn't look like it's the most expensive option if you're only going to put one renter in there and they're going to stay for 20 years, right? But you'll realize that most renters will stay for a year and they move out. And so every time that they move out, now you have to pull that carpet and reinstall with all the accessories, because usually they'll just damage it up, you know what I mean? So always use vinyl, always use dark colors, and I personally like the wood laminated vinyl, and I only buy when they're at a deep discount. It only happens like once a year or twice a year, and I'll go and find these stores that are like not mom and pop, but they're a little bigger, but it's still mom and pop. You're not gonna be able to do that with Walmart. You're not gonna be able to do that with Home Depot or etc. Lowe's. You're only gonna get these companies that are big, but not big as those Walmarts. They're not big as Home Depot. And then you go and say, look, I'm gonna clear you out. I'm gonna take all the stuff you have, I'll get it all, but I need it at a deep discount. And believe me or not, most of these people will sell it all because they don't have the space for it. They just want to get rid of it. They have the option of just selling 1,000 square foot or 2,000 square foot and wait months, or they can sell it to you where you come and liquidate everything they have, okay, at a deep discount. And I'm telling you, I bought vinyl boxes where the cost was 65 cents to the retailer for 50 cents. So they were losing 15 cents. But on the other hand, they didn't have the space. So they might have to put it in a storage facility because they have new inventory coming in. So what I call the win-win. They take a little haircut, but they're making so much money, and I get a big benefit. And at the same time, I can provide beautiful rental properties with beautiful flooring that are resilient to scratches, resilient to water spills, resilient to dog poop, dog pee, all that good jazz, right? And I create a win-win, not only for me, for my renters, and for the distributor and wholesaler, okay, and retailer. Now, why do renters love vinyl? Dude, because most people don't like carpet, dude, because carpet is dirty, they gotta clean it. If you spill stuff, vinyl is the way to go. Don't use tile. Now, tile is really good, but it's very expensive versus vinyl, okay? And I would definitely not put hardwood floors in my rental properties unless you're missing some marbles, because it's the most expensive. And guess what? They're gonna damage it up. I would only use hardwood floors on my own property that I would live in, but every rental property, I would always use vinyl. Vinyl. Not carpet, not tile, not hardwood floors. If you do any of that, you're gonna regret it, okay? Anyways, guys, thanks for clicking the like button. Don't take no for an answer. And always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Romy. Peace, guys.